Hi everyone, welcome to DIY Ideas. So today we're going to do a winter scarf, corner to corner this time, so a little bit different than what we usually or mostly do. And yeah, it's going to be super simple. You can see the awesome result. It's definitely going to keep you warm and it even has a blanket-like texture, which I love. So I'm going to show you what I used and how I did it. Stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so we have here the Yarnspiration Karen wool. It's called Chunky Cakes. And the cool thing is that we have no wool in here. So here is the little label, and then we have 100% acrylic instead. We have 8.9 ounces, 280 grams, 297 yards, and 271 meters. The color is called Blue Moon. And yeah. Let me see what else we have. I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to take the middle out and then we're going to get started right away. So this is actually for an 8mm hook, but I think my 9mm one is going to be a little bit too big. So I'm going to start with my 6mm one and I'll see how it goes. And then we can get started right away. So I'm chaining 6 to start with. There we go, 6 chains. It's really easy to work with this. I love it. So we're going into the 4th one with the yarn over before that, and we're doing a treble. And then we're going to do 2 more into the 2 next chains that we have. So into the 5th and 6th from the hook. And by doing that, you're going to finish your first row, or actually your first little box. And then we're going to continue in the exact same manner. So we're going to do 6 chains again, and then we're going to turn to do the next box. Okay, so now this one, or actually, sorry, I missed one. So into the 4th, and then we're again doing a treble, 2 more. There we go, one last one. There we go. So here's the second box now, and now we just want to find the chains we started with in our first box, and we go through there and do a slip stitch. And from there on, we're just going to do 3 chains, and then we're again going to do 3 trebles around these chains on the bottom. Okay, so now I have 2 boxes in my second round, and it's always going to stay the same number of boxes in the row you're in. So we're again doing 6 chains to start this next row. Turn, yarn over, 3 trebles. Okay, so you can see that I did the 2 boxes from the last round, and now I just connect the one next to it with a slip stitch. I do 3 chains and then 3 trebles around the chains of that next box. Okay, and now I'm going to continue. You see how easy this goes, and we're going to go back here and do another round, or row, as you wish. So we're doing 6 chains. Into the 4th, 5th, and 6th comes a treble, and then we connect and continue. Okay, so my round 5 is finished, and you can see here the 5 boxes on the bottom, and I can also count diagonally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, that's our 5th row. I'm gonna do a 6th one, and then I'm gonna stop with the additions because I want my width to be 6 boxes total. So you always start with 6 and then you keep doing 3 chains when you're in the middle of your row. There we go, you just continue around these chains. Row 6 is also done, and you can count and you can see and check that there are 6 here. So now I want to stop with my additions, which means that I'm not doing 6 chains here. Instead, I'm just turning and doing slip stitches to get to that corner. So basically what I did is just kind of move to the other corner of my box, and now I'm going to do 3 for the height, not 6, and I'm just going to continue around these chains that I see. That way we keep the width and the length increases. And this little box works with the next one just as it always did, so you connect it that way, and you can see how we have the beginning here. So I'll show you here the lighter end, this is where we started, and then here on top we stopped with the side, and now this is the direction that it's going to grow in. Okay, here I am, and now this side is going to keep growing. We're going to take 6 chains here to start with, and we're going to turn. So this is a regular row, just like we did so far. So we're just stopping at the other end with the additions. And then you go back till this section here. Okay, so here is my last box. Now I could connect it here so that we can continue, turn, and just do slip stitches to get to the other corner. Three for the height and continue. And now we're just going to keep this growing on this side, and you can see here that we need a 4th corner on here, so that's what's missing, the 4th one here, and we're going to do that in the end, but first we want to get a really nice length of our scarf before we get to finishing it completely. Okay, so here is the entire spool, and you can see here I'm going to do a bit. I don't know if I'm going to need the whole thing, but I do want color gradient and a nice length, and then when we're done with that, we're going to close it off here into a perfect rectangle. And yeah, I still have a lot to go, so I'll be back soon. Okay, you guys, so you see here I did almost the half of my ball, and this is what I have. So we have these diagonal stripes, and I have to say I really like them. I wasn't sure how the color gradient was going to turn out, but it actually looks really, really cool. And yeah, we have all kinds of blue shades in here, and you can see here the darker ones, the lighter ones, even some white with kind of a sprinkly blue. And yeah, you can see all of the colors that I have left, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to show you what I have. So yeah, then we're also going to finish this corner here. Okay, so I have just one color section left, and that's how I'm going to stop here. So now all that we need is going to be this corner so that it looks like a scarf and has a shape like a scarf. Okay, so we're continuing here. I'm doing a slip stitch to connect. And then instead of continuing here, I'm going to turn this around. So we would have continued here and made another box, but I don't want that. Instead, we're going to turn right away, and we're again going to do slip stitches to bridge over to the other corner. And then I'll show you what I have. So when we turn it around, you can see here this little box, and then we have the corner and this section we just need to finish off to get a full shape. So I'm gonna keep going in the exact same manner. I'm doing 3 chains and then I'm continuing the same way as before. And just like I said, we have here our one before last corner, and then we're gonna have our last corner really soon. And I'll continue till I get here. Okay, now I'm here at the other side again, and I'm gonna go through there and connect. Then I'm gonna do a slip stitch turn, and again with slip stitches get to the corner where I want to be, and then I'm again gonna continue. So we're doing the exact same thing as we did on this entire side here. And then we're again doing 3 chains and we're continuing. And you can see the zigzag section is kind of getting smaller and smaller, so we're closing it off row by row. And you can see here, you can even count the boxes that you need. And yeah, it goes really quick, and then you almost have your scarf done. Just 3 boxes left. Okay, so I did 2 boxes and we need just 1 more and our scarf is going to be completely done and have all corners finished. So let's do that really quick. Okay, so we are now finished and you can see what this looks like, and then I'll show you the entire thing too. Okay, you guys, so you can see here what it looks like. The very last corner that we did is here. It's the white bluish piece, and yeah, that's all that we're gonna do. So I like the length, I think it's perfect, and you can see here the beginning as well, so it's actually the same color as we ended with, and you can see the diagonal stripes that I showed you a moment ago. Yeah, pretty fluffy, pretty thick, I have to say, so it's definitely gonna keep you warm in these cold days. And yeah, I love the texture, but feel free to let me know what you think in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to let us know by shooting a thumbs up, and you can also subscribe to our channel to stay updated with our other videos. Thanks for watching. See you. Bye.